So if you've been watching my YouTube channel, you know that a little while ago I got pulled over back in June, about 2 months ago, by the local police, and the reason he cited was that my blinkers weren't visible. So since I recently got that insurance settlement for the accident that the Quest was in the Friday the 13th of May, never ride on Friday the 13th of May, that was my mistake, I invested some of that in some new blinkers. And I decided to go with the Kellerman Addos, and I decided to really splurge, and I ordered the integrated blinkers for the front, and then I ordered the Addo DF with the multifunction for the rear. So those just arrived, and in fact they got here, I think I ordered them Friday. They didn't ship until, I want to say maybe Tuesday night or Wednesday morning. I think Wednesday morning. And they just arrived, so super quick. They come in this packaging, which is not a very big package. But then you open it and you discover that it's mostly just packing peanuts, because as you see, the packages for the Addos are that big. So let's actually open the package and see how big the Addos themselves are, because the rumor is they are very small. And indeed they are. This is it. This is the Kellerman Addo. This little itty bitty teeny weeny thing. It is reputed to be extremely bright, and my mission today will be to install it and find out just how bright it is. The wires, as I've been warned, are exceedingly small, but I wouldn't say that it's any smaller than anything I've ever worked with before. So there's 3 function on it, which is why there's the 3 gray wires, and then the 1 black wire. The black wire is going to be the ground, and then these 3 little wires, one is for the brake light, one is for the turn signal, and one is for the running lights. So all 3 functions in just this one teeny weeny little light. And then there's a little, almost looks like a heat sink that screws on. So I'll drill a hole in the Quest, and then it'll just screw on, which will make it easy to remove when it comes time to do my big paint job. So that's that. And then I'll come back in a moment with the integrated Addo. And then here are the Addo integrals. These I'm going to flush mount in the front. These are the dark ones because unfortunately they were out of the clear ones. The dark ones they charge a little bit extra for, but the clear ones wouldn't have shipped until mid-September at least, and I really didn't want to wait that long. So here are the dark integrals. This one comes in a little tiny pouch, and if you thought the other was small, this is at least just as tiny. And then it's got this little dark thing, and that just will be flush mounted with the shell. And then I'm going to use some Suger moldable glue, which it should be here probably tomorrow, I think, and that'll just hold it in place. Until then, I don't know, I might try to duct tape it in or something. What I'm doing at the moment is I'm going through and removing the screws that hold the top on, simply because it's going to be a lot easier to get out, to get in and remove each of these little leads that are in here. These are not 12-volt LEDs, so there's no reason to keep them. They don't put out enough light for it to be worth it, and supposedly the Kellermans are going to be insanely bright. So I'm going to pull those out, and since I'm refinishing the body soon anyway, maybe even start on it this weekend, I'll just fill those holes with some filler and it'll look like they were never there. So the screws, there are, I think, 8 of them. There's a screw that was up in here someplace. There's one back here. There's another up in here that's been removed, and then there's a couple up in the front. Technically, there's supposed to be a few more. There's supposed to be, I think, 2 more in the front and 2 more in the back, but they weren't included with the Velomobile when I bought it. So I'm guessing that the previous owner just didn't bother to install them. So the top is off now. There's also a bolt you want to remember to remove here behind the headrest that attaches into the coat hanger. So the top is loose, except in my case it's attached by some wires, which is very inconvenient. So I have a solution for that. It's a remnant of some vinyl wrap, and the solution for that is, since I'm still going to mount lights up on top, I'm going to put one here, another on the other side. I'll have that flasher. These are going to get removed. I may just leave the brake light, but since those are coming out and I'm mounting some again on the top, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of those push-in trailer style connectors. All right, you want to see the inside of a Quest? I'll show you the inside of a Quest. Welcome to the inside of a Quest. So this is where the headlight was before. There is a quick connect in there, and there was not on the other side for some reason. Now I can actually see how well I lined up the derailleur, which actually I can drop that thing down a little bit more, it looks like. Steering column, front seat, my chain tube that's on its last legs. It's actually split down the bottom, and that's going to have to get replaced soon. Looks like I've got some cleaning to do. The electrical panel, where I'll be doing a little bit of work in a moment. I'll be installing an additional switch as well, because I'll be putting in a fan in the back of the seat. Then you've got your rear area. These are the wires for the flashers. My little storage area. The shock, a little bit of grease on it. Rear wheel well, and then the rear light connectors that are running to the 2 running lights down here that I'm going to take out because I don't need them. A little bit of something looks like it's been kind of hitting that in there. It actually looks like there's a little bit of damage to that. Otherwise, that's what the inside of a Quest looks like. My hood, there obviously has been a repair here that got way too much epoxy in it. I could grind that out, you know, maybe take a 1/4 pound or something off. Here's one of the lights that's going to get removed. In fact, it looks like it's in there not very well at all at the moment. And then there's the one on the other side. Light here, light here, light there, light there. Those are all going to come out, and I'm not sure what's going on up here. There's a bit of a, I think that's just hiding the wires and holding them in place. So